Alright children, welcome to this video where we will be showing you how to take the readings in the titration process. In the last video we have dealt with the theory part, but now today we will show you how to use the apparatus and how to get ready with the burette and the pipette and how to take the readings for the titration. I have Sir Srivastav here, who is going to demonstrate how to take the titer reading values. Now if you see, this long cylindrical tube, graduated tube, is the burette which has been clamped and the HCl solution has been filled in it. Which HCl solution? The solution which has been provided to you in the question paper. Now this solution is HCl and it has been filled in the burette. So sir will show you how to fill it in the burette. So with the help of a funnel, you pour the solution in that and then you allow the solution to be filled a little above the zero mark. If you see, then there is a zero mark there. It has to be filled above the zero mark and there should not be any air bubble in the burette. There is a stopcock there, and with the help of that you are going to adjust that. This portion of the burette should not have any air bubbles in it. Now sir has taken HCl solution in this beaker. You can use a paper to write, or you can use a litmus paper and drop it in the solution so that you don't mix up the two solutions. And in this small beaker is the sodium carbonate solution. Now what we will do is we will pipette out 25 ml of sodium carbonate solution. Sir will show you how to do it. This is again another apparatus. This is a pipette. You can see its capacity is 25 ml. You can see that we have 10 ml pipettes also and we have 25 ml pipettes also. This particular pipette has a mark, you see, from 0 to 25. So we can actually, till the tip it will be 25. So we can actually measure the exact amount. We don't use a measuring cylinder for this, because when we use measuring cylinder, in that case the accuracy of the solution taken is not measured correctly.
About 0, now set it at 0.
Now this is, see, you can see it is set at 0. Sir is telling me he is adjusting it at the 0 mark. Okay, and you will see the lower meniscus to adjust that, and after that it is being transferred into the conical flask in which the titration has to be carried out. When the solution is transferred, you don't blow the solution into the conical flask, just allow it to run on its own. To this we are going to add 2 drops of methyl orange indicator. You see, the color of the solution will become orange, because we know that methyl orange is a weak organic base whose color in the basic medium is orange. Now this solution is ready for titration. Watch carefully how sir will perform the titration. You see, there is a white paper or a white tile which is placed underneath so that the exact color can be seen. Drop by drop, the solution from the burette is allowed to fall in the conical flask. So you can see that sir is doing that. Slowly the solution is being allowed to fall in the conical flask, which is the titration flask in which some methyl orange has been added. You have to allow the solution to fall dropwise till one last drop gives a permanent faint pink color to the solution. You can see it has just started to happen. Now this is the end point. When this is the end point, this is the position where you can say that the gram equivalence of the acid just neutralizes the gram equivalence of the base. Now, according to the experiment 2 in the video that has been uploaded, you will see that about 25.4 or 3 ml of the solution was required to completely neutralize the 25 ml of the sodium carbonate solution when a faint pink color is obtained. This is where you stop the titration, and now what you will do is you will record the readings in the tabular form. How will you do the recording? 0 will be the initial reading and 25.3 ml, that is the reading we got in the burette, will go as the final reading. So one reading is done. Now we will again watch the apparatus. The conical flask, the solution is discarded from the conical flask, and the next reading is then taken. In the next reading, again we will titrate, and the titration process should continue till 2 concordant readings are obtained. At least one that we got 25.3, the experiment is repeated at least 3 times when 2 readings of the same value are obtained. These readings are called as the concordant readings. You can see sir is again filling the burette up to the 0 mark and then adjust it. You have to overfill a little and then it is adjusted to the 0 mark, and again 25 ml of sodium carbonate solution will be taken, and again the titration process will be carried out. So let us see how it is being done. Now you see, now sir has again taken 25 ml of the sodium carbonate solution in a conical flask. To this he will add the methyl orange solution dropwise. 2 drops of methyl orange will be added, and you can see the solution is going to turn orange. Yes. Again the titration process will be carried out, and now since I already know the readings will come somewhere near 25 ml, I can allow at least 20 ml of the solution to run through from the burette into the conical flask. Constant shaking is required, because otherwise if the acid concentrates in one area, it will show a pink coloration there. But upon constant shaking, only if the solution develops a permanent pink color, we know that it is ready for the end point has been attained in the titration process. So you can see the solution is turning pink, and upon shaking it turns yellow. Now it has attained a permanent pink color. You can see that. Now let us see what is the reading for the end point that we got in this case. You can see that again that this was adjusted, and if you look at the reading that was obtained, you will see that the reading has again come close to the first reading that we had, that is 25.3. So this reading I will take as the concordant reading, and with this reading only we have done the calculations in the experiment 2. This is for standard 11 students to understand that this is an acid-based titration that we have just carried out. The calculations with the reading we have already shown in the video. You can follow that, or you can ask your queries as and when you want us to do it. So children, this is about it. Thank you Srivastava sir for the demo, and thank you children.